Well, hello there, friends. We're just days away from 2023, and today is my day off. So let's see what kind of mischief I can get myself into. Now, these here are my mini canvas Disney paintings for this year. And at the start of the year, my plan was to do a painting every month. And I was going to choose a Disney character from a Disney movie, TV show, or one of the theme parks. And according to whatever holiday or what season was in the month, that is what the theming was going to be for the Disney character. And these are the ones that I have, and I stopped in May. But the first one, I started with Figment for January. And then I went on to February and I did Teddy Bear for like a Valentine's Day themed one. And then I did Piglet with a little 4-leaf clover for March. And then I did the March Hare for April for sort of a, like Easter Bunny theme. And then for May, I did Bambi and his mom for sort of Mother's Day themed one. But this was a lot of fun, and I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be to paint such simple characters on such a tiny canvas. But it was a lot of fun. I had great practice, and I'm excited to do it again next year and see how far I can get. So here's to 2023 and more paintings. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with those paintings, and my approach to the new year in doing these is, throughout the whole month, instead of doing it in one night like I had with these, perhaps during the whole month do a little bit at a time and then, end up with a finished painting at the end of the month. So we shall see. You guys, I think I have one too many Vintage Life magazines. Oh boy. And now I'm sorting through my crazy collection of Vintage Life magazines that I've gotten from many different antique stores and Goodwill online. Now, at least I have 2 sorted out already, and I'm sorting them out by their decade because I'm starting a decade collage challenge where I take a decade and find all the magazines that I have from those different decades, and I'm going to create a collage with just images from that decade. So I'm excited to start it. I just had that idea today when I woke up and I was taking a shower. I was like, yes, this is the next collage challenge I want to do. So I'm excited. But I was also thinking, once I get all of the magazines into their different decades, sorting them out by the date. So month and day and year. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I just love how Tilly lays like this, right on the couch in the sun. It's her favorite spot in the whole living room, and this is just so adorable. Okay, go back sleepies. And my once large stack is now a very small one. I'm almost done organizing all of my Life magazines into their various decades. And so far, I have the most of the 1960s and the 1970s, not too many from the 80s. I thought I had more than this, but it appears that I do not. And here we go. This is my whole collection of Vintage Life magazines. And as you can see, I have the 1930s all the way to the 1980s. Now, this is what I'm going to use for my Decade Collage Challenge. And as you can tell, I have a fair amount from the 1940s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. I have the most of the 70s out of all the decades, which actually the ones from the 1970s are some of my favorite to look at. So yeah, this is definitely plenty for the Decade Challenge. Although the 1980s, I feel like I need to find a few more from the 1980s, maybe another 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, lots is fun. But since I have to find some from the 1980s, I guess that gives me a reason to go to the antique store. But today is not a day for antiquing. It could be, but it's not. I have other things I must accomplish. All right, now I had to do some research because I wanted to start with the very first decade in which Life magazines were published. And the very first issue that was published was on November 23rd, 1936. So I'm starting with the 1930s for my collage challenge for the decades. So that'll be awesome. So I just wanted to make sure that I was starting with the very first decade and going on from there. So right here is the world's hottest gummy bear, and I'm pretty sure Timothy is going to ring in the new year with this bad boy. So Timothy always puts his keys on the counter, so I got him this little duck goose duck goose. But yeah, and it's holding his keys. There's a little magnet underneath it, but it's this cool 3D printed goose. Duck goose. Oh yeah, and my sister Madison got me this Jack Daniel's chocolate, and it was so unexpected. There's a little bit of liquid on the inside of this chocolate, and it tastes just like Jack Daniel's. This is some Jack Daniel's chocolate.
Jack Daniel's chocolate.
What do you think?
Tastes good.
Am I supposed to drink some of that?
Yeah. Were you expecting that at all?
No, I kind of like let it roll back off my tongue because I was like, what is that?
When Tim had it, he ate it before I did, and then I tried it and I was like, whoa, it's like a gusher.
That's really strong.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Has what, less than like 5%?
Yeah, it's like less than 5%.
You get that at the liquor store?
No, Madison got it for me for Christmas.
Nice.
I also want to show you this really neat charm bracelet that my grandmother made for all of us. She painted all these little ponds and stuff with fingernail polish, and she made one for each one of us girls, and I just absolutely love this one that I got. I love the color combinations and just the way it looks. It's just so cool. And she also gave us these ornaments too. Yeah, look at these. They're so cool. They have all the little pieces in them and stuff. It's so cool. So she gave us a bunch of these, and everyone got one. So, man, my grandmother is just so creative, and I'm pretty sure that's where I get my little artistic and creative side. Shake. Good girl. That's always a good girl. Check out this delicious food that Timothy made. I just love when he cooks. So good. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it, and I hope you come back for more. Bye!